NYC.
Melinda. Melinda sat at the bench with sweat dripping off of her hot, sexy body, with her cut-off wife beater and tiny little shorts on. All of the men liked to watch whenever she worked out. Not only did she have a beautiful, curvy body, but she could really hold her own on all of the machines and the weights. Sometimes she would work out with some of the bigger men. They would love to be seen with her just to boost their egos. And they figured that people in the gym thought that they might be dating Melinda. Melinda didn't mix with gym guys or girls. She was a lone wolf. It was strictly business if she spoke. She came to the gym to get her workout on, and that was it. Anybody that thought that there was anything else that was going to happen would be sadly mistaken if they approached her. Melinda had a few stalkers in the gym. Some days she really couldn't stand having some of the guys, that she called pervs, watching her. They would purposely take a machine in front of hers so that they could watch between her legs when she would do exercises, where her legs were wide open. Other times when she would do exercises where she would have to bend over. Some guys would position themselves where they could get a good look at her rear end. Some guys were so obvious that it was sickening. Melinda would put on her headset so that it would appear that she was very annoyed. If someone came up and asked her anything, if she had to pull out her plugs from her ears. On the treadmill, she would have a book or her tablet in front of her, with her headset on as well so that she could stay in her zone without interruption. Melinda visited the gym 5 days a week. She had just turned 31 in July, and she wanted to make sure that she aged gracefully. She was overly aware of her age to the point where she was paranoid. Her mother had died of breast cancer, and her father died from stomach cancer. As far as she was concerned, she was a good candidate to die a horrible death with some kind of cancer. She only ate foods that were on the menu that her dietitian gave her. She drank her 8 glasses of water every day, and she made sure that there was plenty of fiber in her diet to keep her regular. Melinda had broken up with her last boyfriend because he stopped going to the gym with her, and he liked to watch TV and eat all kinds of junk until he'd fall asleep with all of that food in his belly. He accused her of being obsessed with working out, and that was all he had to say for her, to send him packing. Melinda worked at a health food store where they even made shakes, and they had all kind of veggie products for non-meat eaters. She was always reading up on health products and the benefits of everything new that came out. From wheatgrass to wheat germ, Melinda tried them all.
Melinda got to the gym early Monday afternoon when she heard an uproar in the rear of the gym. Big Paul had just made another one of his extraordinary lifts. Paul was 275 pounds of rock steel. He was only 6 feet tall, but his muscles had muscles. He had just lifted 5 plates on the bench press. He liked to make a lot of noise and grunts before he lifted, to get everyone's attention. Paul had a system where he would march around and make his sounds and grunts and screams until he was ready, and then he would walk over to the bench, lay down and lift the massive weight onto his chest. Today's weight with the 5 plates was 440 pounds plus the bar. Grabbed the bar and lifted out of the saddle, holding it, and brought it down to his chest and back up, placing it back in the saddle. Everyone around roared and applauded.
So you don't like to see a strong man get his workout on?
Excuse me?
You heard me. Oh, you're one of those chicks that like skinny little guys.
Sir, I don't know you, I want to know you, and we are not having this conversation.
You know, in those shorts, every time you open your legs, I can see those lips down there. In fact, I could swear that I could smell you.
Melinda was
from
horrified.
Here.
I think you should leave, sir, before I call security.
I'm just going to deny it, and I can beat all of their asses, but you go right ahead and tell. I got most of them their jobs. Go ahead and tell them. You'll see. Sorry, Melinda.
Paul, can we start over? I think I was out of line.
You want me to stop? Sleep with me.
There's no ending this peacefully, is there?
She thought, all this time in the gym, and this guy has never had his radar set on me, and why did he have to start now? She thought that he must have done this to other women before, and that kept him off of her trail. She began to study him. He would never let anyone spot him on his lift because he felt that was for sissies.
He must have done this to other women before. Every Wednesday is his big lift.
And no one dared use that particular bench until Paul came back and finished his lift.
6 on each side.
He went into the locker room and washed his face and started his grunts and shouts. There was a mirror right in front of the bench, and Melinda went over to it and looked at herself in the mirror. She quickly turned around and placed her hands. And then she turned back around without anyone noticing. She could hear the crowd begin roaring as Paul came out of the locker room and marched around the bench until it got deathly silent as he sat down. He laid back and let out one more cry and went to grab the bar. People began running over and shouting, "Call an ambulance." The bar slipped out of Big Paul's hands and it smashed down on his chest and
Did you hear about Big Paul? Broken bones and throat surgery?
Yeah, I heard. He needs a spotter, always.
But why the baby oil on his hands? That's crazy.
Anyway, Melinda started her workout.
Can I help you?
Oh, you sure could help me, pretty lady. You have no idea how much you could help me.
Melinda watched him walk away and she thought to herself,
I'm sure I'll think of something, big boy.
See.
Buy The Gym by Michael Knight on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Apple Books, and StreetStoriesNYC.com. Buy it today.